How do you read this? What did we learn overnight?
Well, here's what I saw. Donald Trump did what he needed to do. He overperformed. I think he needed to get back on that winner pedestal, so that was very important for him. And what I saw that Bernie Sanders showed a lot of strength. He needed to overperform here to really to indicate to his constituency that he is in it to win. And to attract the funding. So the two of them did exceedingly well. They had to do what they needed to do. On the Republican side, you're going to see a lot of weeding out now. Some of these guys are going to drop out. I think Ted Cruz is going to emerge because as you move to the South, organization and muscle matter. He'll do well. And as you move to Nevada and the South for the Clinton, you will see where money and muscle matters there. So I think you'll see Cruz and Clinton getting more muscular and stronger as the race progresses.
But does the race, is it any clearer, right? Our Hans Nichols, I had a chat with him earlier, and he says, look, normally New Hampshire clarifies. This time it hasn't, or has it, and are we not realizing?
Well, I disagree. Barack Obama lost New Hampshire, became president. Bill Clinton lost New Hampshire, became president. I don't know that New Hampshire is clarifying. To me, I think New Hampshire and Iowa are beauty contests. They're not representative of the real electorate. They're not representative of the real America. You go there, you spend a lot more time on the ground than you do in most places. So I'm not for sure that it's clarifying anything. This is a very different race with very different people. Money matters, organization matters.
So do you think the race is open now? Can Hillary Clinton actually get it back?
Well, I think that is a wake-up call for her. And I have been one of the Democrats that thought it was a good thing to have a real primary for her. She tends to start slow. She needs to have like a boxer, a sparring partner before you get to the championship round. I think this is good. Bernie Sanders has struck a chord, just like Donald Trump has struck a chord. There's anxiety on both the left and the right, and Hillary Clinton needs to understand it. She needs to try to relate to it and tap into it.
Can Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump become president of the U.S.?
I think that Donald Trump can get the nomination. I believe he can. Bernie Sanders, I don't believe he can get the nomination, really for two reasons. Number one, organizational muscle. Right now, he doesn't have it. If he gets the money, perhaps he will, but he's so far behind on the organizational side. And it really matters when you have closed primaries, meaning the independents can't participate, it's only Democrats. The second thing is money. The Clintons will have the money in the campaign and in their super PAC. And he needs to take on a lot of money if he's not going to take on a super PAC. So we'll see ultimately if he can get the money and the muscle.
But Morris, what I don't understand, and you're talking about this angst, right? This angst amongst voters, and we're seeing more extreme politicians doing better even here in Europe. But what exactly do people fear in the States? What are the policies that they should be focusing on, and what are they actually interested in?
Well, there's two things. Number one, in the primary process in America, the far left and the far right dominate the process. Those are the advocates that really do it.
But not like this. We've never seen something like this.
We haven't seen anything like this, but we've never seen the anxiety that people in America are feeling. America's doing well, but it's in a very different way. The economy's moving forward with less jobs. The economy's moving forward, people keeping money overseas. This is a very, very different time in America. And you see people that say, listen, I'm not doing as well as I think I should. I'm not doing well because my kid went to college and they can't find the job. So America is going through a transformational time in her period. And what happens when you start to look inward, you start to blame other people. And that's what we're seeing around the world. When people are contracting, a contraction economy makes people want to keep people away because they feel there's less of a pie to distribute. So what we're seeing is not uncommon what we're seeing in America that we saw here in Europe. The one thing that really needs to be pointed out is that we had a lot of anxiety, but the right never won.
Right.
People tend to vote the right way ultimately when it's time to vote.
One very quick question, because we have some breaking news out of the oil markets, but a very quick question. Do you think that the Republican Party can split? If we don't have an establishment candidate, can we see another party forming?
No. The Republican Party won't split. They may work against their nominee, but they will not split.
All right, Morris Reid, thank you so much for joining us today from Mercury Public Affairs.